Gale ratings. This is garthrs, the tireless adventure with another episode of Space Engineers. Yeah, I've got a little bit done in the interim here in between the things. I put in the interior wall floor panel to match the C-ring. I finished the C-ring out. I finished that out, so you don't have to watch me do that. Added one of those as a placeholder, and here's the floor, the walkway. I'm just adding the walkway because these interior walls are a bit pricey. So yeah, there's those. To give you an example of what an interior wall takes, 10 construction components and 25 interior plates as opposed to 25 steel plates. So, yes, exactly. Now, I put the final drill piece on here, connected them all together, so now they all connectorified. And I did also find out right after I got done recording that you can indeed change the color. You select the color that you want and you just click your scroll wheel and it changes the color. See? So now if I go back to yellow, it's yellow again. See? Look at that. It's almost like I knew what I was doing. So this is pretty handy. This is pretty handy. But today what we are going to do is move our refinery. So first things first, let's see how big it is. Refinery, I know, is pretty stinking huge, and you're like, well, I can't really see that well, so I'll come back this way. And there we go. That's what it looks like. So let's twist it around this way. And now there's one on the bottom. Let's see if this one, a refinery, will look like this. So looking on that side, we hold the Alt key down and we can, no we can't. So this is on the bottom back left. And bottom top, or top left, or top right. Bottom right, top right. So let's see what we got on the other side here. Alright. I want this one. There we go. There's only one on the bottom on either side. So let's put it in that way. I like that way. And that's how we're going to do this. Now, you'll notice that it's taller than my ceiling is. So I'm going to have to take one out the top there. Those four out of the top. So let's do that right now. And I know this thing takes a butt-ton of steel plates, a metric butt-ton. Now, let me know if my audio is a little bit fruity. I jacked at the levels on my microphone checker, check out microphone checker, because I noticed that some game sounds were overloading me last episode. So this shouldn't be too bad, but if it's too loud, let me know, and I will correct it yet again. I will correct it, rectify the correctometer or something. Man, this is taking forever. This is stupid. Forever. Alright, so we got 5. We want it right there. I think that's fitting. Yeah, I like that. Perfect. Now, steel plates is a majority with this. As I creep up on it, look at that. 1,100 steel plates. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be lunacy. We'll put in 100, and then well, the funny thing is it seemed to go pretty fast. It seemed to go pretty fast. So let's go down here and see if we got anything in this. First of all, which I believe we do, we're currently cooking uranium fairly quickly, as a matter of fact. So let's just go ahead and just pull all that uranium out, all that magnesium out, all that iron out, and let's start ripping this puppy apart. We got to keep an eyeball on our insides. Make sure we're not getting too full in our inventory. God, this took forever. We might be able to, no, we're not going to be able to hold the whole thing in there. But anyway, let's go back over here and put all this stuff in because it'll only take a second. Come on, get it. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We should be able to hold the rest of it in there. In our inventory, that is. Now, the only thing we don't have done yet is piped it in. We don't have it piped in, but we are going to pull it from the bottom. We're going to connect everything from the bottom, as it were. Unless there's something convenient on the side. Yes, it's taking forever. It's all day. It's all day and better part tomorrow. Some of next week. Alright, so let's go get recharged. Now, there's something else that we're going to do today, besides move the refinery over and tube it all together, is we are going to create something that will help us recharge and manage our area. And it's one of my favorite places to recharge because I don't have to do anything. I don't have to hold the button down. I just get in it. And that's a cockpit. Yes, ma'ams and sirs. That's exactly what we're going to do. Tell you what. There's a couple of people who were suggesting names for my... I finally got some good comments, that weren't welcome back. Not that I don't appreciate that, don't get me wrong, but, game-related stuff. So, I'm going to get those together here in a minute and we'll read them. But primarily, I wanted to let you know that there was 3 really good ones. And I'll be listing them off. I'll let you guys pick which one it is. This episode will air on Wednesday. So I'll be recording again that day on Wednesday after I get you guys' feedback on that. And so we'll get a name on that. So you'll see the name probably by Friday. Yeah, Friday sounds right. But it should totally be alright. So we got the refinery moved over. The ship is slowly coming apart and will eventually be nothing. It'll just be like nothing. I'll take it all apart, all the way down to the very last piece. And then we're totally going to rock it. Alright, so construction components are building up now. Alright, I am so excited about this. I could literally just explode. Alright, so let's put you in there. You in there. And you in there. And then we'll come over here. And we'll put that stuff in there. I think I got enough in here to put the rest of this stuff in here. Cockpit. I believe that's what I've got enough for. So let's put our cockpit in while we got this up and going. And I like the one that doesn't have the joysticks. It's got this because it kind of looks like a control cockpit instead of like a flying cockpit. So let's rotate it. And we'll put it right there. I like that. Perfect. And then we'll go in here and... What? I should have had 10 displays. 10 displays I should have had. Why did you... Oh, I think I may have picked the wrong one. I selected the wrong one when I told the assembler to build everything. So I need 6 more displays. So let's go over here and get them going. Get them cooking. Production displays. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they're already done. So that's perfect. That is epically perfect. Come on, quit it. It looks like I had some extra construction components as well, so that's good. I like extra stuff. Look, it's got speakers or cup holders. One of the two, probably cup holders for beverages. Spill-proof beverages, of course, because you're in space. Maybe they are speakers. I don't know. Well, if they're speakers, then they would... Oh, they're joysticks. Never mind. I thought they were speakers. This one looks more like a control panel cockpit anyways, so I like it. Muy macho. Boom. And we're done. Now, instead of walking over to the medical kit, we can just... Or the medical room, we can hit on that, and you see my energy is going up and down. And I have a really weird point of view from here, so I can jump out, and we're good to go. So, step number 1 is going to be to port this stuff from the bottom over to here. Step number 2 is going to be connect this with this, and probably step number 3 is going to be to figure out a way to make that not look stupid. I'm kind of disappointed in the opening in the floor there. But what do you do? Let's just go ahead and put you in there. And boom, I got 41 uranium in there, so I got plenty of power and juice and everything. Now I did add these right here because I noticed that when I took this piece out to replace it, because I had the regular light armor block in there, but when I took this out, I lost power to this room. So I put this here and here so that we never lose power to those rooms again, in case I ever want to swap the floorboard out or, you know, whatever. But that is that. So we got the refinery working. Now we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to need 7 of those, at least 7. So let's get those working. Let's just do 10. 10 of these large block things. That's loud, isn't it? It's crazy loud. All right, so let's just do 10 of them. That's a control click right there. And then I can turn on my jetpack and fly out like Spider-Man, because he flies, in case you didn't know that. Spider-Man's a flyer. Alright. Alright, so we got that one now. We need this guy and this guy. What is this? Conveyor frame? What does that even do? What does that do? Does that go around the thing so it fills in? Let's look at that. Oh, conveyor frame's not available. Okay, it's not available for station. Excuse me. But we'll put that one in there, thusly. And then we'll come up here and repairify it, because we won't be able to get to it after we do that. So let's go get this stuff. And the refiner got done. You can tell because it's a lot. Is it? Is it done? Because it's a whole lot quieter in here. Yeah, it's a whole lot quieter in here. Let's see if I got any I got some construction components in there, and some motors and some steel tubes. Those are probably good enough, I guess. I don't know. I don't have these things memorized yet. What do you want from me, people? So we'll do that. Alright, I'm going to need 5 more motors and bulletproof glass, which I don't really need. It's just kind of a nicety. Bulletproof glass is what finishes it completely, but it'll work without it. Alright, I need motors. Is it still producing? Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright, so anyway, yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll let this make rate all that stuff, and I'll get my comments together, and I'll be back in a second. Alright. Since I've decided not to wait on those for freaking ever, I can always just pull this one out and access it. I'll pull this one out. I can access this one later. So, boom, now it's in my inventory. So we'll run this down here. Okay, the 3 suggestions that I got that I liked was from Brad Hodges, call the drill the Decimator, which I think is a pretty good name. So I said that one's on the list. The other one I got was from Magram Leadbeard. I believe he is one of my Dwarf Fortress viewers, which, by the way, there's a change coming out soon. That's why I'm not actively recording that right now. His suggestion was the Space Herpy, which I thought was pretty creative. Not that I have herpes or space herpes, but if you recall, that's from a movie, and I can't remember what the name of the movie. I want to say it was Spaceballs, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny nonetheless. Alright, so that's in there, and I did need to pull this one out. So let's put this one right here, and this one right here. Like that, and then that one there, and then that one there. And the third one was from Chris Chambers, who said, I think you should call your ship Toothless. I thought that was ironically funny. Ironically. So, I'll tell you what, you guys can choose between those. The Space Herpy, the Decimator, or Toothless. I think all of those are really good. So, yeah. And Denise said Dirt Explosion Mark IV, but I think I just wanted 3 to pick from, and I gotta say that one got honorable mention because Dirt Explosion was probably one of my favorite builds ever in Minecraft. It was very, very fun. Very, very fun. Alright, so we also need to add that stuff over here. So let's go this way and add this stuff in. Somebody hears somebody singing, which means in about 2 minutes I'm gonna have a visitor who's gonna come in and ask me if I want to hear her new song. Because she makes up about 40 songs a day. And Daddy listens to every single one of them. Because I love headache medicine. No, she's a good singer. If you don't listen at all, she's a great singer. Alright, so let's bring that up. And this like this. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, hear it, Papa? I got a new song. She's the bomb. Daddy Momo, that's my new name. I don't know what that means, but I'll tell you what, while the rest of this stuff finishes building, I'll go see what the midget wants with Papa or Daddy Momo. Yeah, I'm coming. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Yeah, that took forever. Just for the record, that was forever. That stuff takes forever to make. Forever and ever. I swear to Pete. And I don't even know Pete, but he has been sworn to. And I probably still don't even have enough. As long as I can finish this run, I'll be happy. The rest of the other run I can wait on. Watch me not have enough. I'll be like short on this one. I guarantee the next one I'm short on. Because that's how my luck works out. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the day of days, my friends and countrymen Romans. Countrymen Romans Day. Friends and family. No, I think that's copyrighted. I can't use that. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't have enough for this one. I had just enough for those. And yeah, what takes the longest is construction components. They take forever. Yeah, but I do have this system up and running now, so this is good. These are connected. So, like, give you an example. I can come over here and sit in here, pull up the production panel, and I can say, all right, let's go to inventory. My refinery has Fe in it, so let's move the Fe up. Boom, done. Potassium. That's not potassium, it's platinum. I know. I'm just kidding. God, you're so silly. Yeah, but anyways, that is how that is. And one thing I don't like is I can't access this after I move these two. I can't access. I have to come out and go back in. So, it's assembler. What is this? What's this? Right here, assembler? Oh, I can't get in my inventory. Duh, because I'm not at the thing. J. I almost did something bad there. I don't even know what J does, but I'm sure it was horrible. J probably like deletes your world forever. That's what mine is. Without any prompt whatsoever. It's like, J? Okay. Boom. You're stupid. What? I didn't know. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think it's a pretty good setup we got here so far. I'm liking it. I got a little bit of dead zone over here. I might put a second refinery in here later down the road, but for right now, I think it's good. I think it's good for now. Probably won't put a second refinery in, but you never know. All right. So just as a recap, we need to build a scoop, a catcher if you will. I tell you what, we'll do that. We'll do that right now. This is kind of open right here. Let's see. Yeah, I could probably totally do that. So let's go ahead and put a 6 right there. And then a 5 right there. Actually, I probably don't need a 5. Let's just do another 6. Like that. And then we'll come down here and grab this thing. Because this is a collector, I believe it's called. Yeah, collector. And what this will do is any items that fall in it will enter into the inventory attached to it. And since we're attaching the connectors or the conveyors to it, then we'll be able to send it directly to the refinery via the connectors. I don't. There's too many confusing things going on here for me to know what's going on here. So there it is, that one right there. So that's totally it. That is totally it. And I'll build a little chute for me to put this stuff in. So it shouldn't be an issue as far as spillage goes. It shouldn't be an issue at all. Just take me forever to build it. Weldering. Good. Alright, so now it'll actually collect things. And the idea is to take the soon-to-be named driller mabob, and put a little pooper on the back here so that it runs probably right back here and then over here and poops out like right there, so I can just connect connect to this thing and be done with it. So since this is processing, let's go ahead and do processing. So we got 1. Actually, yeah, let's do that. 2. 3. 4. And what we want to do now is a number 2. Right there. And right there. And right there, and then a number 3. No, not a number 3, a number 4. Right there. And right there, and then we'll come along the back here. Actually, I could probably do it this way, save myself a little bit. And I can get rid of these. Just like that. Boom. So now when we poop it in, it'll go right down the chute. You see? Right down the chute. And it should be yellow, because I seem to remember it being yellow. And then next episode what we'll do is we'll work on our ejection system, which uses a different piece called a collector, or a connector. Yeah, see, I get them confused. There's so many co's. Conveyor, collector, connector. It's just too many co's. Way too many co's. It should be like a pooper, a catcher, a mover. You know, they don't sound anything alike. Although I'm not entirely sure that people would want to use something called a pooper. I don't know, some people might. You never know. Takes all kinds. Takes all kinds! Takes all kinds. Alright, so I don't have enough steel plates to finish that. But you can see what it's going to look like when it's done. Then I'll just poop other stuff, get poop, 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 like that. And I can probably even build something straight up here, and I can just dock my ship to it, and it'll just poop straight out into that. That'll be perfect. That'll be freaking excellent. Let's go over here and see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on. I need all of these. Yes, perfect. 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 This is doing great. So far we are on it. And we are out again. Yeah, but there you go. But, long story short, I need to go back in here. What do I have in my inventory? 27 steel plates. I need a few more. It's loud now. I don't know if you guys noticed the loudness, but I noticed the loudness. I'm going to turn my headsets down and hope to God that this is not bleeding over into the audio of the video, which is moderately confusing to both say and hear. Yeah. It's loud in that room, I will tell you that. And we're full. Boom. We're done. So all we need to do now is make the pooper system for the driller mabob, which will be named next episode. So give me your feedback on the names that I mentioned, and we'll totally get her named. We will totally get her named. Totally get her named. Alright, you grab that and that. Go into production. Still making a whole bunch of... Each one of these is 40. And I made a whole bunch extra. So we shouldn't have need for any in the near future. No. You hear that squeal? You hear that squeal? That was the midget. I don't know why she's squealing, but she is. Okay, so. Whoa. Yeah, and I was talking in the comments earlier. Let's make sure I don't go outside with something valuable. Yeah, I don't have anything valuable. Just 39 steel plates. But eventually, after I get the base set up pretty good on the inside, which it's already well on its way, but once I get it set up, what I plan on doing... Where's the sun at? The sun's right there. What I plan on doing is turning off asteroids and starting to do, like, test builds. Ooh, man, look at this thing. It's taking a beating. Wow, it's going to break through any day now. I might need to turn those off early, which is kind of cheat, you know what I'm saying, but in all honesty, these asteroids are never going to stop, so it does kind of make sense to turn off asteroids. Unless I can get the Gatlins up and running. I think I'll get the Gatlins up and running. That's what I'll do. But that's going to be kind of expensive as far as resources go for bullets and whatnot. The Gatlins will shoot down asteroids. That's kind of what they're for. Asteroids and sheeps. Asteroids and sheeps. Not sheeps, but sheeps as in like flying vessels. Perfect. Alright. Warning, life support is low. There we go. So I get in the command section. Actually, since we're in here, let's go ahead and change this to command section. Command chair. This is my chair where I command from. And we'll call this one the put her together. Okay, and this is the getter, or the catcher. We'll call this one the catcher, so we don't get confused. This is the catcher. And this one is the chewer upper. So now we make sense. Everything makes sense now. Put her together. I got one too many U's in there. Put her together. That's why I got it. Pooter. That's not right. Put her together. Command chair. Catcher. This would be a holder, I guess. Totally get this one. Holder. The chewer upper. And the small reactor, which would be the powerer. Powerer, yeah. And the gravity generator is kinetic energy magnifier. Magnifier. There's a G in there. Magnifier. I believe that's right. Could be this way though. Let's try this one. Magnifier. No, that's not right at all. Magnifier. Perfect. The kinetic energy magnifier. So, boom. That'll definitely make matters worse when we fall to the chem. So we'll shorten it to chem because that's totally scientific. Totally scientific. Totally scientific. Now remember, next episode we're going to be dealing with the driller pretty much exclusively. We're going to deal with a couple of different little ideals with it because one of the primary concerns with one of these, if you come in here and you look right, you can't really see it, but on the right hand side where it says volume 33750 leprechauns, which by the way Denise told me that's what that means, so I don't have to wonder anymore. It's leprechauns. If I put a large cargo hold on here and one of these fills up, it'll automatically conveyor to the cargo hold if it's connected. So that shouldn't be an issue. And the thing that we're going to put on there, the collector, which will be right here, which looks like that right there, only it'll be smaller, and it's a pooper. This is the thing that poopers out. So when you turn it on, it'll start pulling everything to it. It has settings in it. I'll show you. Do I have a? Yeah, I still have a command chair in here. Ooh, almost flew right into that chair at Mach 9. All right, but we go to the connector, which has two features: a throw out, which is where it actually ejects it into space, and this is a collector, which pulls all the things together. I don't know why it's called a connector. I really don't, because it doesn't connect to anything other than the inventory it's pulling from. So it doesn't. The naming doesn't follow suit for me personally. We also need a door. We could totally take this door. Now, in early versions of Space Engineers, if a door was closed, it took a week, literally, to break the thing down. It was ridiculous. You had to open the doors to get... I mean, this right here is what it was like when the doors were open. But when it was closed, it was like 3 times this long. It was like building freaking solar panels. It took forever. And it was very upsetting. And I often cried about it. So let's go ahead and put the door down right here. We'll put this one's going to be... Yeah, this is a power room, so we're going to need it to be red. I hope that's the right red. No, that's just... Wow, that is red. That is super red. That is not the right red. That's the right red. Right there. So we'll put that door right there. You hear them screaming in the background? It's like they love it. They love to be loud. It's like, what do you want to play? Can we play Scream? Yeah. Oh, I got an idea. Let's play Scream and Stomp. Yeah. Okay. That's my idea of a fun game. Like, he wants a couple of foghorns and some cymbals. What's going on, ladies? It's funny. They're just screaming, and they get louder and louder the longer they play. So this is why I don't record frequently. This is why I usually just not record, because it's easier. Because I don't want to get mad. They're having fun. You know what I mean? Kids need to have fun. It's not their fault they don't know what loud means. Look, it's just kind of their fault. It's their fault, big time. Who raised these kids? Oh, wait. That was me. Never mind. Wasn't me. I mean, I didn't do it. Wasn't me. Didn't do it. Come on. What are we doing here, people? I need motors. God, I need motors. Anyway, so this is pretty much finished for now. I give you an example of how this collector works. I'm like a first time reading collector because I can never remember what it's called. But we come up here and we come over here and we come up here and we stand in it. Because that's what people do who are cool, like me. You may not be able to see this, but you may. I don't know. And then you take this and you just drop it on the drop. And you see it drop in there and disappear? Well, it went into the refinery. Well, actually, it went into the connector, or the collector, because the rest of it's not connected. See? Well, anyway, yeah, but that's what it does. And it'll just feed right into that system. So what I'll do is I'll build some support stanchions, kind of like this, so that it looks like it's just supposed to be a support structure. As a matter of fact, we could do it right now. We can do it right now. I could put that one there. And this one here. And this one... Actually, I need to do this. There we go. This is going to work perfectly. I don't even... It sounds like they're climbing on the wall right now. It literally sounds like they're climbing on the wall. That's what it sounds like. Boom. Alright, so now it looks more ready for the big time. Boom. And then we'll put another one over on this side to make it look even. Boom. Alright, now that is what it should look like right there, people. That's what it should look like. Totally. Now it actually looks like support structures. See what I mean? It's a creative use of misrepair or disrepair. Disrepair. I don't even know. Remember, next episode we're going to be working on the driller, and I need you guys to pick a name for me because I'm indecisive. Handsome, but indecisive. And it would greatly help me out, and I would appreciate it more than you'd ever know. In the interim, you guys take care, and I love you. Talk to you turkeys on the flip side. See ya.